What's going on, guys? It's Caleb, and I got a really exciting video for you today. So I'm really pumped about today's video because this is a product that I've been waiting on for a long time, pretty much as soon as the iPad Pro came out. So we're talking about Adobe Illustrator on iPad today, and Adobe is by far my favorite design program, so I'm super stoked to have it on the iPad, have it for the portability and just some of the tricks and tips and drawing features that it's going to have opposed to my desktop version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the program and I'm going to do some illustrations for you guys. I'm going to walk you through that, let you see my process, and while we do it, we'll talk about it, and then at the end we'll come back and we'll see some pros and cons, some things I like, some things I don't, and we'll go from there. Well guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump into the illustration process. So the first thing I wanted to do was set up a file. And luckily, if you're familiar with the desktop version of Adobe Illustrator, it's pretty much the same thing on the iPad. And even if you're not familiar with the desktop version, it's really intuitive and it's easy to set up. So that was a big plus. So what I did first was I decided I was going to do a aloe plant. So I wanted to start with the pot, and I tested out using the shape builder tool on Illustrator, and I really like how they implemented this. So if you see on the right hand side, it gives you a quick little preview of what the shape's going to look like when you combine them, and that's how I was able to achieve that shadow that you see on the right hand side of the pot. And so on the highlight on the left part of the pot, I used the pen tool, and then I was able to draw, which is mind-blowing. The fact that I can finally draw on Illustrator and it'll vectorize it for me is so cool. Like, probably one of my favorite things about Illustrator on the iPad. So after you draw it, it allows you to simplify the path. You can mess with the anchor points with the pen tool, and then use the Bezier tool to kind of round things off and make the shape look really cool. So really like that a lot. So right here I got the first part of the aloe plant, just adding some texture and things like that. And then you're able to select the whole thing if you have it in the layer. I flipped it and I did that multiple times, and that's what gave us the aloe plant looking look, I guess you could say. And then after I got all the plants in, I used the direct selection tool so I could change the color of everything. If you see on the left hand side, that's how you're going to be using the color wheel. I think it's really good. Again, it's very similar to the desktop version, so if you have any experience with Illustrator on the desktop, you're going to be able to transition into the iPad. And a big thing for me is I don't see this as taking over my workflow. I will still be using my desktop, but I'm going to be probably using the iPad, then exporting these things to my desktop to do like final touches and stuff like that. So I really see my workflow as a designer improving drastically, being able to use this portably and also being able to use a pen tool and vectorize these things. So this part was great. After I got my first plant, I was able to just duplicate it and really help the composition. Well, there you go, guys. That's what it looked like. I think this took me 20 minutes. So 20 minutes for that product right there, fantastic. And it's vectorized, so I can do whatever I want with it. I can build it up or I can shrink it down. It doesn't matter. It'll always keep the same resolution. First off, I love this app. I think it's so cool, and I'm so excited to see how it's going to help improve my workflow. I think it's really intuitive, and I think it does a really good job at what it can do. The fact that I can use the pencil tool and the paintbrush tool, I can actually draw vectors now, and it'll simplify the shapes. Just really cool feature. I really enjoy the mirror feature as well, so I could set up a guideline, and anything I draw on the left or right side, it'll mirror it on the right. And there's also a radial mirror, which will repeat the pattern in a radial. Just really cool, and I can't wait to see what kind of things that helps me do in my creativity. Overall, it's still fresh, and I got a lot of things I want to learn, and I want to get better at it. But 100%, I recommend this. I'm so stoked. It's going to probably be a while before I get back into Procreate after using Illustrator. I'm going to be really grinding this program, and I'm just really excited. And I can't wait to show you guys the new videos I have coming up with Illustrator on iPad. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button for me. If not, well, that other button works too. If you guys enjoyed this kind of video, you can go and look at my older content. I got some other illustrations and design work, or you can hit that subscribe button and you can see all the upcoming videos I have coming out for you. If you guys want to get in touch with me, talk design, you can join my Discord. That'll be linked below. It's a great place for us to chat, and we can talk about different design things. Well guys, that's all I got for you. Until the next one, peace.